Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. You can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Capricorn? Five of Swords, Aquarius energy at the foundation of the reading, Cap. There's some sort of energy here in your stability, in your foundation, regarding some sort of relationship or relationships in your life. It's just an overall energy of terminating something, ending some sort of unhealthy connection in your life. You finally being open to some sort of change, releasing any sort of past resentment. Simply put, Cap, you're ready to move on from whatever this is here. And I feel it's taken quite a lot of time to get to this point until you are ready to do this. But this is happening now because you're seeing things in a way that you haven't seen them before. I feel like something's been illuminated to you. I feel like you've caught somebody or somebody's. Take it as it fits. Or you just have a different understanding of something. You're seeing something in a light that you actually never thought possible. Cap, I feel like you're starting to recognize where there was some illusions in your life based off of your surroundings. But in saying all of that, Cap, I do feel an energy here of hope being returned to you, or for some of you, just having a feeling of hope for the first time, or a version of hope that you've never felt before. Really has been some sort of filter that's been ripped down off of some sector in your life here is what I'm getting here, Cap. What do we have at the sacral, please? Nine of Pentacles at the sacral. Yeah, it's like an energy of you finally seeing your way forward. How something that you're wanting to bring into your life is actually quite possible. I'm picking up an energy of some sort of illusion that was around you that was making you feel like you weren't able to achieve this or pull this off, or you'll never go there or be this or whatever it is here. Something like this. But it's like as soon as you have this truth illuminated to you, whatever this was here, it's like the road has been cleared for you. You just had to see truths surrounding these people, this situation. It's going to be different for all of you out there. But this new path is being laid out for you now, Cap. And it's a path that you will be taking on your own. You know, I was just talking about in the Leo reading, when you have spiritual evolutions, you don't get to take a friend or a buddy. This is not how this works. Spiritual evolution is something you do on your own. And people who try to pair up to do these spiritual evolutions don't get anywhere. It's just all for show. It's something like this here. I feel like up until now, you have maybe tried to include other people in what you're trying to do, but you're seeing how you have to go this alone to actually succeed at whatever this is here. And you're seeing now how because you haven't gone at this alone, you have been met with nothing but failure in whatever this particular energy is here that I'm picking up. And you know, all the things that I'm succeeding at in my life now are all areas that I tried to bring other people along. I tried to pair up with other people. And in almost every single one of these situations, it was always me wanting to put that person out in front, lift them up, and I was just going to be there to support them. It's crazy now when I think about it, why I felt the need to do that. But whatever the case, it's just something that I personally had to grow from. And, you know, once I healed whatever that was inside of me that made me feel like I needed to do that, I started finding tremendous success in all these particular areas that I tried to take other people with me on. Cap, I'm just starting to get this energy here where you're recognizing that everything up until this point has been nothing but a distraction. It's been nothing but a delay or some sort of energy that has tried to create some sort of distraction or illusion so you wouldn't actually go this alone. They made you feel like you needed them. You needed somebody else to accomplish whatever this is here. What do we have at the solar plexus? Five of Pentacles. I just got that in the Leo reading. So it's definitely in the energy. See, there's this energy in the collective right now where the individuals that a lot of us have moved on from are starting to feel left out in the cold because they're starting to recognize our evolution. It's finally arrived. So in a lot of my readings for the past couple years, I've been talking about how your success is all a part of their karma. Well, it's here now. They're actually seeing that. They're feeling that. A lot of these people are trying to figure out how they can weasel their way back in and get a piece. But that in and of itself is all a part of the illusion, Leo. It's all a part of the tactics. It's a multi-layer sabotage. They'll act like they want to be a part of what you're doing, or maybe they'll want your help or something like this. They'll try to give you some flowers or something and try and put you on a pedestal only to get back into your energy and then just dismantle everything you've built up until this point. But in saying that, Cap, it's very important that you recognize that the whole reason why you are even going to where you're going to, or the whole reason why you've gotten to where you've gotten to in this very moment, is because you decided to walk away from certain energies in your life. These energies are the only reason why you didn't get there sooner. They were the common denominator in all of your failures. But, Cap, everything does happen in a divine order, and everything was supposed to unfold exactly as it did. It was all a part of the story. You are entering a massive winning season in your life. And these energies are now in this Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles energy of having to watch, feeling left out, feeling a sense of regret, not because they did what they did to you, but because you saw them for who they truly were, Five of Swords at the foundation of the reading, and went it alone. I feel like a lot of these individuals want to take credit for all of your growth, for all of your success, and they had absolutely nothing to do with it. For some of you, this is family members. The mere fact that you're related to some of these people makes them feel entitled to what you have. Boy, do I know that energy well. I come from a family of individuals who won't support you in carving out your own path, but they'll also do things in the shadows to stop you from moving forward because they don't want you to achieve more than them. But if you're actually able to overcome their sabotage, then they'll say that the only reason why you're having success is because of them. This completely sociopathic, narcissistic, psychopathic energy is what I'm picking up in your reading as well, Cap. What do we have at the heart, please? Knight of Swords. We also got that in the Leo reading. Very similar energy here to the Leo reading, so you might want to check that out. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the heart. These energies feel you cutting these cords, heart chakra energy you're releasing. See, in order to succeed, Cap, one of the things that you must do is release resentment and bitterness, any sort of connection to these past energies. You forgive without apology for yourself so you can move on energetically speaking. You recognize these energies as vibrationally lower than you. It just is what it is. You don't make the rules, right? But you do understand them now. You're starting to understand better how this works. And because you're cutting these karmic cords of attachment, here they come, Knight of Swords. They see you making this major change in your life. So they're trying to come in this very fast-moving energy, trying to stop you at all cost. They see you moving on, so they're trying to come back in. And I just heard for some of you, They're going to send somebody back in for some of you that could quite possibly tug on your heartstrings. So I picked up in the Leo reading about a sibling or a family member clicking up behind the scenes with an ex without your knowledge. But then you become aware of this, but you don't say anything about it. It's something similar here, where they send this ex in now. Maybe somebody who broke your heart in the past. Maybe somebody who thinks that they can get back in with you. But I feel like you finally moved on from this person. It took a lot to do this. I feel like this person really hurt you, whoever this is. This could even be a friend. Yeah, for some of you, I just heard this is a childhood friend. Somebody who wants to play on your weaknesses. I feel for a lot of you, there's this pushover energy that I'm picking up here where you don't want to be mean. So take it as it fits, but whatever the case, there's an energy that's trying to come back through to stop you from progressing any further. They did not intend for you to get this far, Cap. This was not a part of the plan. Cap, you've actually timeline jumped, which is what I just heard, and this is why this is taking place. There was a point in time where this seemed completely undoable, impossible. And I know that energy well. When I look back over my life and I think about some of my lowest points, there's no way I could have imagined that I would be right where I'm at now. I'm obviously highly grateful for being shown the way and being guided by the divine to turn my life around. But I also did it in a very methodical fashion. I did it the way I was told to do it. This is what I'm picking up here for you, Cap. You guys have timeline jumped because you followed the instructions that the divine has laid out for you methodically. And 100% of the time, this is going to have to do with people you need to cut out of your life. You see, everything that you want is typically already here, but you can't access it because you have these karmic cords of attachment still. You have these people around you, these low vibrational energies that are not allowing you to access these blessings, not allowing you to access this energy of destiny and step into your path. And the hardest thing to do is to let go of people that don't serve our highest good, especially when they're family members. It's damn near impossible because these people know us so well that they'll play on our emotions. They'll manipulate us. They'll play on our self-confidence, making us feel like we're going to fall flat on our face. I was made to feel that way. Oh, you better not do that. You're going to fail. You're going to fall flat on your face. But the thing is, I was falling flat on my face before I stepped out and took a chance on myself. So it wasn't anything that I hadn't already experienced before. But lo and behold, when I did step out on my own, I didn't fall flat on my face. Oh no. Instead, I felt the wind beneath my wings and I soared into a whole new timeline, Cap. Oh, yes, I did. My destiny opened up. I stepped into my purpose. And things got progressively better with each passing day that I put between me and those energies from my past. It's very important that you're stepping within faith right now, Cap. You're being led exactly to where you need to get to. And don't allow anybody to tell you differently. All they're trying to do is knock you off path because they're scared of you actually succeeding. What do we have at the throat, please? Hierophant, Taurus energy at the throat. Yeah, there's a major cycle coming to an end. It's like they wanted to keep you in this energy of restriction. It's like an energy of you conforming to what they say, living your life the way they tell you to live it. Sit down, Cap, and do as you're told. How dare you try to step into your power and into your purpose? We won't be there for you when you fall flat on your face. So you better step back in line. This is the kind of energy I'm picking up here for you, Cap. There's somebody or somebody's in your energy with this dictator-like energy. For a lot of you, this is like a really wicked older sibling, mother as well, and father. For some of you, there's a really karmic friend as well. These energies see you as a rebel. It's like you're rebelling against this energy of conformity. You're breaking out of this belief system that they had put in place in your life. Hierophant's also an energy of tradition, so I'm picking up like an energy of generational karma, something that's just been passed down. year after year, decade after decade. I just heard, for some of you, a couple of 100 years. And here you are in 2023 carving out your own path. Like, nah, I'm not going to be utilizing those patterns in my life. Those definitely do not suit me and where I want to go. Hierophant at the throat, and this is you communicating this in some capacity. Too many cards. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands. You going out on your own. Expanding. And then these energies back here, like, how could you let Cappy get away? What do we have at the third eye? Emperor. At the third eye. Aries energy. This is the energy of a Kundalini awakening. Huge spiritual awakening taking place in your life, Cap. You're just seeing things the way you've never seen them before. There's no turning back. And the whole reason why this is happening is because you're following this higher guidance methodically, exactly like I was saying earlier on in the reading. It's an energy of spiritual aptitude, Emperor at the third eye. You're building something very solid for yourself. Something that's built on a sound structure. There's a lot of strategy that's been put in place here. See, these energies just want you to build your life on top of this karmic energy, on top of this generational karma, these patterns. They just want you to keep adding to the generational karma. See, these energies are also very polarized. They don't even know what they're doing. And if they are aware of their actions in the 3D, I don't know if they understand the spiritual consequences to their actions. They don't understand the karmic repercussions of what they're doing by holding you back. You are a chain breaker. You're somebody who's going your own way. What do we have at the crown, please? Wow, judgment. Scorpio, Pluto energy at the crown. Going your own way is exactly right. This is you taking the call from the divine, following your inner compass, this inner calling. Moving in this energy of purpose. This is you making this final decision down here is what I was picking up, which is all about judgment, making a final decision to step into your power. It's an energy of rebirth, awakening to the truth and your purpose, or enough of it to get going. There's a lot of exposure around your energy as well, Cap. It's like you stepping into your purpose, right? It's exposing these karmic energies around you. It's bringing judgment in for them. And this is absolutely necessary when it comes to evolution, expansion. The universe needs to know where the stuck resistance is in each one of our lives so they can start working to evolve those energies. So it's like, here you are. Let's say that's you in the middle, right? Presenting to the divine. Yes, divine, these two weirdos on the right and left-hand side of me, maybe your parents, siblings, friends, whoever they are, these are the people that were holding me back. I present to you these individuals for judgment. And these individuals here don't even know what's going on. They're like, oh my God, look, there's an angel in the sky with the trumpet. This person's like, oh, Jesus, save us, right? They don't even know that they're being rounded up for judgment. What do we have at the foundation for Cap? Let's see what demon's trying to keep Cappy's root chakra blocked, please. Strength, vine. So I read this as a negative polarity. So this is like strength in reverse. This is an energy of self-sabotage. It's an energy of discord, an energy that abuses their power. So for a lot of you, this was parents who did this, family members. These individuals are bringing a lot of fear into your life so you wouldn't move forward, trying to stagnate you on your path. These energies are programmed. Like I said, they're polarized. This programming runs deep. This has to do with this generational karma. See, generational karma is, it's behavioral patterns, right? That are passed down from generation to generation. And when you think about how far back generational karma can go, like I said here, what did we pick up, a couple hundred years? Think about the world a couple hundred years ago, and then those patterns are getting passed down. They don't work in this time in history. But these energies in your family Cap, aren't able to step back and recognize that. I just heard some of them think it's just too much work to try and break these patterns. See, that's the illusion. That's all part of the programming. I remember feeling that way when I knew that I was a chain breaker and I had quite a lot of work in front of me. I remember getting the call, getting this judgment. I remember the exact date and year that it happened for me. It's crystal clear as well. I can remember just about everything on that day. My life completely changed. Complete paradigm shift in my life. I felt overwhelmed with what I knew I was going to have to come up against in order to turn my life around. But that's what a chain breaker is. Chain breakers, black sheep, are not able to live inside that generational karma. It's impossible for them to succeed inside that energy. So you're given one way out. Whereas maybe people in your family lineage were able to have some sort of success inside that energy, but it was inside an energy of generational karma, so it was very hard to even recognize how there might be something better on the other side of that. I don't know, it can go very deep, but without getting too much into that, you were just basically shown that there's one way out and one way out only, Cap. And, you know, for me, when I look back now, being faced with the task of having to overcome that generational karma is overwhelming, to say the least. But once you're on the other side of it, you're going to look back and you're going to see it in a way where it's not really that big of a deal. Because if you go all in, you can actually break that generational karma pretty quickly. You'll spend a lot more time suffering inside the generational karma than if you just start breaking it now and be out of it within a couple of years. You can break generational karma in your life if you go all in and you follow the steps precisely and cut all these individuals out of your life. You can remove yourself from it within a couple of years. And that's based on my personal experience. However, in saying that, I went all in. I left no stone unturned. I followed my intuition methodically. Every step of the way, I did everything the way I was supposed to do it. From the point of illumination, from the point that paradigm shifted, I did not falter. I understand that not everybody can do that. But that's why I'm in the position I'm in now, because I need to be able to tell all of you that yes, it's possible, but you must do it this way. Don't lollygag. Just do it. Get to the life that's waiting for you as soon as possible. What do we have, the Sacral, please? God, we got that card in the Leo reading as well. Very similar energies, just a slightly different storyline here. Knight of Swords, Horus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Very sneaky, deliberately cruel kind of energy that's been working behind the scenes in your life here. See, we got the same setup in the Leo reading. Knight of Swords and Knight of Swords from the Occult Tarot deck here. So it's in the collective energy. You recognizing where this resistance has always been in your life, Cap. You seeing the truth. Picking up this very narcissistic energy that's trying to destroy your life. Destroys and burns all enemies when requested. Speaks of the creation of the world. Tells of the past and future. Know-it-all kind of energy. Thinks their word is bond, something like this. This Hierophant energy, this energy that wants you to conform to it. Doesn't want you to break these chains. Emperor at the third eye and have this spiritual awakening. Because they know that whoever breaks these chains steps into the new timeline, and they will be faced with judgment. For not getting the job done themselves. And the reason why is because they submitted to the darkness, to the shadow. In other words, they sold out, Cap. They sold their soul to live in the karmic life because they thought it would be too hard to break the patterns. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Three of Pentacles, Orobos, Capricorn energy at the solar plexus. This is my bull in a china shop card, right? It's like whenever you're working on something, this energy comes through, knocks you off path, creates chaos in your life. Some sort of stagnation, blocks your creativity. Lays burdens on your shoulders, stop you from moving forward. Sabotage, deliberate cruelty, stagnation, all right here. This is what you're having the truth around now, where all this has been coming from. These are these unhealthy relationships in your life. Okay, I just heard this Three of Pentacles is representative of quite possibly friends, people who were just coming in and just distracting you so you can't get things done. This Knight of Swords, I feel, could be a sibling. It's like an energy of being very sneaky and deliberately cruel, doing things to create chaos in your life so you can't get any sort of movement towards this energy of purpose. Nine of Pentacles at the sacral. And then this strength vine, this energy here, low vibrational shadow Leo energy, I feel could be parents or some sort of authority figure in your life. This Hierophant energy, it's an energy of sacrificing your purpose to this generational karma. Look at the generational karma as like a demon. It's like an entity. It just feeds off of your family, feeds off of your family lineage. It's a curse. Who knows when this could have began? Wow, I'm getting some really interesting messages right now. Cap, this is a really interesting message. But for some of you, there was a curse that was placed on your family by a witch a couple hundred years ago. And this is how a lot of this generational karma usually starts. A witch places a curse on someone, let's say in your family, causes this person to have some sort of entity attachments or demons come into their life to cause them to start utilizing very specific behavioral patterns in their day-to-day that get passed down. And as they get passed down, those entities are feeding off of the souls of those people, feeding off of the light inside of them, causing these entities to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at it in terms of energy. Think about how a leech will attach to your skin, just start sucking the blood out of you. Well, now think about that spiritually speaking, but you can't see it. What do we have at the heart, please? Boon, which is sun in its negative polarity, Leo energy. Traitors and conspiracy. Goes along perfectly with everything I'm saying here, Cap. It's an energy of lacking success in your life. It's an energy of depression and just not able to focus on anything positive. Always consumed by this chaos and stagnation and cruelty. You could be dealing with a Leo. I'm just feeling heavy Leo in this energy. We got low vibrational Leo energy here, low vibrational Leo energy here as well. And then we have Ha'a'ia, politics and ambition, which is the Five of Wands. This is an energy of hope, Cap. It's an energy of recovery. And it looks like you're saying goodbye to those energies, right? Later, demons. Stepping into a new timeline. I found my power. You can't stop me. There is a message here around avoiding conflict with these energies. I feel like these energies might try and get back into your auric field, your life, by trying to act like they want to bring some sort of closure to a situation, like there's something unresolved. For some of you, this could have been something that you were seeking closure for before you were awake to their tactics. So now they're trying to humor you. Something along these lines. Whatever it is, Cap, and I keep wanting to say Leo, whatever this is here, Cap, okay? Do not fall for this tactic, because it's just that, a tactic to get you to fall. Some of these individuals think that they'll actually be able to get away with this. They think you'll fall for it. which is telling me that it's worked in the past. What do we have at the throat, please? Wow. What a card to follow up what I just said. Chariot, Michael, who is like God. Perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. And here you are stepping over these beasts, right? This is an energy of movement and victory. Keep moving. Do not turn around for these energies. I don't care what they say to you, Cap. You need to keep pushing. These energies have no plan on ever changing. They may act like they're going to change, but that's the tactic. Stay forward focused. For some of you that are dealing with exes, you will have to exercise some sort of willpower because it's somebody who I feel really played on your emotions back in the day or at some point. You're going to have to practice some sort of self-control, but there's huge, huge blessings attached to this. Just know that the devil will always show up in a very, very beautiful costume, otherwise known as your exes. Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy at the third eye, Manikel. God nurturing and maintaining everything. Knowledge of good and evil. Appeases divine anger. Cures epilepsy. There's a message here surrounding illumination and you seeing now people for who they truly are. Knowledge of good and evil. There's an energy of discernment I'm picking up here. But whatever the case, it's just really you seeing people for who they truly are now. You're breaking free of all this. The divine is revealing to you these energies' ulterior motives in your life. I feel for some of you, you're getting messages about what some of these individuals did in the darkness to you. Dreams. Pay attention to your dreams right now. What do we have? The crown to close this out for Cappy? The moon. Gabriel. Pisces energy. Wow. And I have this ringing in my ear right now as well. It goes along with what I just said. The moon is all about paying attention to your dreams. God is my strength. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. What a card to follow up what I just said. Messages coming to you intuitively in your dreams, signs and synchronicities. The divine is showing you the way. You'll start to find that you'll have a lot more signs and synchronicities the more aligned you become with this energy of purpose, destiny. You really stepping into your allocated position in the universe. The world around you is speaking to you, showing you that you're where you're supposed to be right now, Cap. So just keep it pushing, Cap. You don't have anything to worry about. You just need to be aware of what's going on around you. And again, check out the Leo reading if you like. There's a similar sort of storyline. It's just a slightly different vantage point on this same energy here. But typically, I'll do the zodiac signs in clusters. I'll do Leo, Cappy, and Libra all together, and there'll be a similar storyline within those three, whereas I'll do like Aries, Scorpio, and Virgo together, and there'll be a kind of similar storyline going on there. So there's a reason why I do them in clusters like that. That's how my spirit guides want me to do it. So when you see the storylines and how they interconnect, it kind of makes sense. But whatever the case, Cap, stay the course, stay focused, make sure that you're practicing discernment. And by God, Cappy, do not entertain any exes from the past right now. Because underneath that very attractive layer of skin is a slithering, disgusting, slimy demon, straight from the lowest pits of hell. Don't you forget that, Cap. Don't you forget it. Cap, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for your donations, Cap. Take care.